Hello people, I am Sky Demolisher and welcome back for another From the Collection Fridays, a series where I take things from my collection and show it to you, my viewers. And like last week, it is a Turtles of Grayskull figure. This week it is Mekaneck. So I picked up both Ratlaw and Mekaneck together because they were both on sale. I'm not particularly interested in the turtles from this line, I just want the figures. Now, I've never actually had a Mekaneck. I believe my cousins had Mekaneck when I was a kid, but no one I knew had him. And I think most of them come with like the human face, and I quite like this more robotic looking face. So when I saw this one, I thought, oh, I'd like that. So that's why I bought it. Also because it sort of helps balance out my Origins collection to a degree. I like to have like even teams sort of thing, even though I don't really own any other Snake Men. Anyway, unlike Ratlaw, he does come with accessories. So he comes with his mace and he comes with a shield, which I might have upside down. Oh no, maybe not. But one thing I will note is that I found the pins in the back here of the knees to be very, very tight, and I am kind of worried that these may actually snap just because of how they're done. Like, I can sort of see where the ball joint is into this upper thigh, and it's just like, it doesn't look like it's been done right, you know. Like if I bring in Ratlaw again, whoops, you can see that Ratlaw has like just the sort of straight 90-degree sort of join there, but there's not much of a gap between the upper thigh and the lower leg there. So yeah, I would say that we're going to have to be careful with this particular figure because, you know, he might be prone to snapping, and like some of the joints on it are extremely tight. So there is like a 90-degree joint at the knee, there's that swivel thing at the bottom of the boot, there is articulation at the hip, sort of, you know, like where the leg connects at the hip, but again, like super tight for some reason. The waist on this is actually quite loose, which is kind of funny, and you know, you can yank it apart. 90 degrees at the elbow. You've got that flexor in the hands plus rotation, and you get the, you know, have a look at his club there. I think it also works as like a spyglass thing. Yeah, what do I think of it? Yeah, he comes with one of these silver gauntlets by the look of it. Not two, just one. And it can slide off by the feel of it. I would say that you can probably remove them from the upper arm too if you want to. Not that you really need to. Just like Ratlaw, he's got the two neck connecting pieces. These ones are a bit more sort of detailed to a degree, so you can see like the lines in it. Might pay to sort of panel line that, and then he's got this nice sort of robotic looking face, which is what I wanted him for, because I think he looks quite cool. And of course, you know, sanded articulation at the top of the arm sort of thing. The armour doesn't get in the way too much, but it does a little bit. And that, but yeah, very, very tight joints. Very nice looking figure, and it's a beautiful metallic blue. Excuse me. But yeah, with the legs the way they are, it's very hard to get him sort of posed. And I should say that's also the shield that came with it. So it's got a little, you know, fixed point, and that can be attached to his back if you need it to, or if you want it to, is a better way of putting it. But yeah, like I love the paint job, but you see what I mean, like right there, that's really not close to the, you know, close to the joint sort of thing like you get with others. So like this one is better, this side. You can sort of feel it, but this one, it's just super duper tight. And like you can move it, it does get there, but it's just, it's so stiff, it's not funny. And that, so, you know, if you pick them up, I would say you're going to have to be cautious of that, because I think it would be very easy for that to snap off and then, you know, you got a busted figure. I'll leave a link below to Mighty Ape in case you want to get one yourself. And yeah, like you can take the 2 neck extensions off and have him with just the standard look if you want. You know, much easier in his case. But this is the funny thing, like this part comes off a lot easier than Ratlaw's, but the head going on was a bit more difficult for him. So yeah, so if you want him sort of in like that, you can. Yeah, all around very cool figure. I will enjoy it. You know, it's not like I'm playing with the things, they're just sort of posed and, you know, looking cool. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this, and until next time, take care of yourselves. Bye.